Hi, I'm Tanish Rajpal from Section D, batch 2325. Today I will talk about inflation in India. Inflation is the sustained increase in the general price level of goods and services. It is a persistent challenge faced by India. In recent years, the country has experienced fluctuation in its inflation rate, with periods of high inflation leading to economic instability and hardship for many citizens. Today, we'll talk about the causes and effects of high inflation in India, which outlines potential solutions also and discusses the challenges of implementing these measures. One of the main causes of high inflation in India is supply side constraints, which faces issues such as inadequate infrastructure, inefficient agriculture practices, and supply chain disruptions, which can lead to shortage of goods, driving up the prices. Another one is demand pull inflation, which is the rapid economic growth and increasing consumer demands, which can outpace the supply of goods, resulting in inflationary pressures. Another one is a global factor because of fluctuations in global commodity prices, particularly for essential goods like oil, it can impact India's inflation rate. Some other factors include monetary factors like expansionary monetary policy, such as excessive money supply growth in the economy, which can lead to inflationary pressures. Now we'll talk about the effects of high inflation, which are reduction in purchasing power. As we know, when the prices rise in the market, consumers can buy fewer goods and services, leading to a decline in their standard of living. Also, it leads to uncertainty and instability, as high inflation rates can create economic uncertainty, making it difficult for businesses to plan and invest in the economy. Another reason is income redistribution. Inflation can disproportionately affect lower income groups in the economy as they spend a higher proportion of their income on essential goods as compared to the high income groups existing. Coming to another reason, which is impact on savings and investment. High inflation erodes the value of savings and investments we have, reducing the incentive to save and invest more. Now, I'll talk about some of the measures we can take to address this high inflation in India. First one is supply side reforms. Improving the infrastructure and modernizing agricultural practices and streamlining supply chain can help us increase the availability of goods and stabilize prices in the economy. Another measure is the monetary policy. The Reserve Bank of India, RBI, can use monetary tools such as interest rate adjustments to control inflation and stabilize prices in the economy. Coming to the fiscal policy, the government can implement fiscal measures such as reducing subsidies and improving tax collection to manage inflation. We can also work on the exchange rate management, ensuring a stable exchange rate which can help mitigate the impact of global price fluctuations on the domestic inflation existing in India. Coming to the timeline for implementing these measures requires a coordinated effort and a timeline for effective results. First, we can aim for short term, which is 0 to 2 years. We can focus on immediate supply side reforms and monetary policy adjustment to stabilize the prices in the economy. Then we can go for the medium term, which is 2 to 5 years, implementing structural reforms to address long standing supply side constraints and improve the efficiency of the economy. Then, when we see the short term and medium term going in the right direction and introducing effective results, we can aim for the long term, which is 5 plus years, continue with the reforms to sustain economic growth while keeping inflation in check, also ensuring a stable and prosperous future. Now, I'll talk about some of the barriers we can face while implementing these measures, which includes first one is political consideration. Reforms that require unpopular decisions, such as reducing subsidies or increasing taxes, may face resistance from the political parties. Also, another reason is administrative capacity. Implementing complex reforms requires a strong administrative capacity, which India may lack in certain aspects. Also, external factors like global economic conditions and geopolitical events can impact India's ability to implement its inflation management measures effectively. Therefore, high inflation poses a significant challenge to India's economy stability and growth. By implementing a combination of supply side reforms and monetary and fiscal policy, India can effectively manage its inflation rate and create a more stable and prosperous economy for its citizens. Thank you.